So, hello, how you doing? This is our 45-minute Zoom mat class, and we're actually starting standing, everybody. So if you're at home and you can grab a spiky ball, or your backup is the tennis ball, or ideally one of these fantastic hard handballs. For what we're going to do at the start is just a bit of a release exercise through your feet. So if you don't have any of those props, you could just watch maybe and start to do a bit of stretching through your feet. And we won't spend long doing this because I can see that who's that on the screen doesn't have a ball. Mine on my glasses. Yeah. Do you have anything that you can grab? Some bark. All right, let's begin. So I've got my socks off so that you can see, and I've got the little red ball here, and I'm going to start to strip this from my big toe all the way down as I roll around my inner. So just watch that. Don't, I'll just show you a couple of things while you're rolling. Try not to do this. See how I'm actually just aimlessly kind of rolling? I'd like you to try and press down slowly into the ball, where you sink into the ball all the way down to the heel. At home, if you were to practice this, you'd probably do this much slower, but because we want to get onto the mat, we will be moving a little quicker. When you do the middle line, you start at the second and third toe and you strip down through the inner foot to the arch and then to the heel. And then when you do the outer, it's the same thing. What's that cat doing, Karen? Your cat wants the ball. Now, after you've done that, one thing before we change sides, go back to the middle of the foot and press your weight into the ball, and just kind of do a little circular action there where you find that deep trigger point in the middle of your foot, and then breathe out and lean into it. All right, let's do the same thing to the other side. So from the big toe down all the way to the heel. Good. And it's a little bit of a balance exercise on the leg that you're standing on. So while you're doing this, incorporate some of your standing work where you're standing on the one leg. I'm going down the middle line of the foot. So lots of fascia underneath your feet. And then the last strip is the outer foot. So I'll just show you from here down all the way. And then you come back to the middle and roll your foot around, find the tender spot, and then just lean and sink into it. All right, first of all, did one side feel different to the other? Have a think about how your feet feel now that you've just stripped and released them. And we're going to start off doing a little bit of footwork. So I'm just going to take the balls to the side. I've also got a yoga strap next to me for a little bit of stretching later on. So if you've got something like a band or a yoga strap, grab it. Now, hands on my hips. We're going to rise up onto the ball of your feet and hold your center. Press your left heel down and bend your right knee. Look in the mirror there and make sure your hips aren't doing this. So here we go, up and down. So Paul, try and lift up and balance and then drop. So pull up and then drop. Up and drop. Good. Work your feet. Good. Lift up and drop. Good. And a little quicker. Good. And down. Good. And down. And 4, 3, 2, and last one, and lower. Now, taking the front of your foot and pressing the front of your foot towards me. Sometimes you don't realize how tight your feet get until you stretch them. Good, and then changing sides. So we're going to stay standing for our side work today. So when we come into this position, if you need to balance and hold on to something, grab a chair. If not, just stepping your left foot down, your right leg out to the side, taking a little lean over, and we're going to lift the leg up and tap it down. So point the toe, lift and tap. Now the leg that you're standing on is slightly bent, and keep both hips facing me. Good. Breathing out. Think about the weight of your leg as you lift the leg and tap. Just hover. Up and tap. Good. Lift. Tap. And tap. Good. Up and tap. Now, kick the leg back and forward. Good. Back and forward. Try and hold your center more, everybody. So when you're moving your leg, you're not moving your upper body. So there's a lot of work on this standing leg, and the higher you lift the moving leg, there's more work on the moving leg as well. So reach back and then reach the heel forward. Breathing out back and forward. Good. Back, forward. Two more. Good. Excellent. Now just take small circles. Good. Excellent. Point the toe. So it's like you're drawing a circle, like the size at the top of your old Milo tin. Change direction, up and around. Keep it really stable. Two. And last one, and then feet together. Well done. Now let's go to the other side. You're feeling it. All right, so here we go. Lift and lower. Good. Point the toe. That's it. Try not to flex your foot. So like you're drawing a line on the mat, and then it lifts to the wall. And down. Good. Lift. Lower. Good. Now kick it back and forward. Good. Back. Kick forward. Sit back. Forward. Two more. And then we do our circles to finish it off. Lean over a little bit more if you can. That's it. Pick the leg up. You got it. Find that point where you're almost toppling. Work on your balance. And change directions. Oh, you're almost there, everybody. We're actually going to release the glutes with the ball when we lie down. So on this last move, step your feet together. Yeah? All right, lift your arms up and breathing out to roll yourself down. Stretch through the back of the legs. Just let the head hang there. So when you find this position here, you're going to bend your knees. Oh, good. And let your hips find the ground. And bring your legs in front of you. Grab the ball on the way down and then roll yourself all the way down. And you're going to place the ball underneath your left glute and your left foot on your knee, and you're going to massage around the ball. If you don't have a ball, that's fine. You can just take hold of your thigh and stretch the glute out. Good. So if you've got the ball, you're just massaging around the areas that you just worked. So sinking into the ball again. Breathing in and out. Now, before we change sides, keep your legs in that position. Place your hands down by your side. And you're going to tip your hips and curl up in your bridge position. So you can take hold of the ball so it doesn't roll away. Hold your hips at the top. Try and press your left knee down, but square your hips off. And then roll your spine back down. Good. Let's do 2 more on this side like that. So tip and roll. Holding it at the top. And then roll back down. Last one, tip and roll. Breathing in. Exhale and roll down. Beautiful. So now place your left foot down, right foot on the knee, placing the ball under the hip, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So either stretching your glute, holding your left leg, or massaging it out. So finding all those tender little trigger points. It's deep, especially if you've got a smaller ball. And remember, take the ball out to the side a little bit more to massage it. Good. Karen, I think for some reason are you muted? Because I tried to mute you and it wouldn't. Yeah. That's good.
Okay, so yes, I wasn't, but I had muted it. Maybe you muted me.
Yeah, I tried to mute it too. All right, okay. So from there, rolling your hips up off the ball. Hold the hips at the top. And then breathe out to roll yourself back down. Good. And 3 more on this side. So tip and roll all the way up. And then rolling down. Last one on this side, roll up. Just notice where the knee sits in this position. Does it sit in the same place on both sides? And then rolling down. Keeping your legs like they are, just take your arms out a little wider and roll both knees to the left, look to the right. And then using your waist and obliques to pick the hips up and take them to the other side. When you go to the other side, let the knee pull the hip down. And then come back to center, and we'll just do that same twist, but with your left foot on your right knee. So first of all, going away from me. And then picking the thighs up and taking it up and over and looking the opposite way. Good. And then coming back to center. Good. And placing both feet on the ground. Well done, everybody. So without the ball, just lifting your arms up, taking both arms overhead. And then as you breathe out, curl and look between your knees. Inhale to roll back down and exhale to roll up.
Okay, has to go.
Good. So 6 chest lifts. You can either do this with the hands behind your head. No. Okay. Good. That's it. Good. Awesome. And curl up again. Good. Excellent. All right. So from there, everybody, hold your head and chest up and rotate towards the left side. Come back to the center and rotate to the right. Back to the center and rotate. So at any time, if you want to pick your knees up in the air, you've got the option there. So as you're twisting, we're going to take this into our crisscross, opposite shoulder, opposite knee, and then center. So always giving you all those options there. One more each side. So keep your legs doing the same thing, but put your right hand on your left knee and look between your thighs and then change. Single leg stretch and change. So the outside hand is coming down towards your ankle. Top hand is pressing down on the knee and change. Good. And one more like this, both knees, and curl your chest up a bit more. Double leg stretch and then circling around. Reach arms and legs away and circle it in. Do two more like this. And then from there, place your hands behind your head, your legs in the air. Roll your thighs out as you lower straight legs, or bend your knees, take the lower option and lower double legs bent. Both are really strong for your core. Make sure that your belly button draws down and it doesn't pop out, so don't go too far. Tailbone is anchored. Good. A little space under your lower back. That's your neutral spine. That's it. And lower the legs and lift. Excellent. Good. Three more like that. Good. Your scissor is your last move. Right leg down, left leg reaches. Now pulse that left leg twice and change. Pulse, pulse, and change. And change. 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 Two more. Change. Good. Now hold on to your left leg and lower the body all the way down. Fantastic. All right. So if you've got a band or a strap and you want to use it for this hamstring stretch and leg circles, you can. So from here, taking the leg across, down, and around, with or without a strap. Across, down. If you've got the strap, press into it. Press into the leg that is on the ground reach the leg over, down and up. Got it. Stretching your hamstring, but mobilizing through your hip socket. Changing directions. All right, hold it at the top. Now step your other leg in, left leg down, and we'll do the same thing. So over, down, up and around. And then changing direction. One more. Good. And then placing your foot all the way down on the ground. The strap goes onto the side, and then I want you to roll over onto your tummy. Good, with your arms overhead. Good. We're going to set up your half swimming position, everybody. So place all fingertips on the ground and lift your chest up with straight arms. Lift your belly button up and reach your opposite arm and leg up off the ground. And then place it down and change sides. So opposite arm and leg, lift up and then lower. Breathing in and out. Opposite arm and leg and lower. Good. Reach. Good. And lift. So Paul, I'm not sure whether you wanted to try do any of the work where you're just lying on your tummy and lifting your leg up. If that position like a dart would be too much or not. Yeah, fair enough. So if you wanted to advance this, everyone else, to full swimming, lift both legs up and both arms up, and then pick up the pace to do your full swimming. So it's inhale, exhale. It's almost like the 100th breath, but in swimming. So in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. Good. Last set. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Place your hands underneath you. Push yourself up. And then come into your cat stretch. Head down and roll through your spine. Good. And then drop the tummy, lift the tailbone, and reach the chest forward. Breathing out. We'll do one more in each direction. And then set yourself in that straight line. The arm that is closest to me, you lift the arm all the way up, and then you thread the arm under as you bend your elbow. So you're trying to keep your head forward of your hands, and it's not a collapse. So just look here. When I come under, it's actually more of like a tricep this way. See where my hips are here? They don't sink down. So I'm not dropping my shoulder down. It's actually moving. So I'm just threading under and then lifting back up. Good. So don't come so low. Imagine you've got that glass of water on your pelvis where you're working more, just twisting through your upper spine. Good. And also the work through the tricep and the shoulder girdle of the left side if it's your right arm that's reaching. One more. Good. And then place your hand down. So we'll do the same on the other side. So it's threading under. See, my arm's quite lifted there. Good. And then lift and look up. Good. Thread under. And then up. Under. Good. And up. Just one more on this side. And up. Great. Just walking your hands forward, reaching your hips back, breathing in and out there. And then we're going to come up, just turn to face me in our mermaid position. Arms go wide, reach over. And then inhale, exhale. Drop the bottom shoulder. Good, lift up and over. Now this time add the twist in that we just did, but place your hand on the ground. The knee that is furthest away from you lifts and lowers. So you're holding your mermaid twist with your upper body. So just make sure when you're doing this, don't fall too far forward onto your hands. Try and keep your hips close to the ground. So it's the glute that is lifting the knee. Maybe even take your foot back a little bit, some of you. And it's the knee lifting and the back thigh rolling out. And that's the glute work of the back side of that leg lifting. Good. Lift, lower. Try not to rest the knee down. Just lift it and hover it. Good. Lift, hover. Take your foot a little further behind you. Good. That's better. Keep it bent. So your foot is on the ground and you're lifting your knee up. So drop the foot, just the knee lifts. Two more. Knee lifts. Good. Excellent. All right. So from there, let's just see now if we can pick your foot up and press the leg back. Keep it bent. Press back. Good. Press back. So if you're finding this is going into your back or you can't get your foot level with your knee, you can come down onto your elbows, but otherwise try and stay up. Press and press. Press. Good. And 3, 2. Good. And last one. And then sit yourself up. Take the leg that you were just working over. Good. And then lift yourself up and hook your elbow and look behind you. Now just transition both feet to that other side for your mermaid. Over. Good. And then up and over. Good. Up and over. Good. And then adding in the rotation. Both hands on the ground, lifting the back knee. Good. And lift. Good. Lift. You got it. Try and take your foot back a little further. Notice if one hip feels stiffer than the other side. It's that external rotation in deep inside the hip socket. Good. And 3, 2. Now lift your foot and press back. Good. And back. Back. Press. Good. Push back. Good. Good. And 3, 2, and last one, and sitting up. Taking your foot, bringing it over you, sinking down and twisting. Now stay facing me and take your feet out wide. Good. Taking your hands behind your head. So rotating towards your right knee and leaning your left elbow towards your left knee. Lift up on that angle and then rotate back to me. So twist, elbow to knee to the other side, and then up and center. So if it's too much with your hands here, you can have your hands across your chest. You're working through the side of your body by keeping both hips down and stable. Twist, over, breathe out, up, center. Twist, over, up, center. Lift, center. One more. And center. Fantastic. Bring your arms in front of you. Breathe out to roll yourself forward. And then lift your hands up, lift your chest up, reach up, roll forward again, and then curl your way back up. Good. So breathing out, tuck your chin, roll forward. Lift your arms, lift your eyes, lower down, and then roll through and up. 2 more. Good. And extend. Lower. And roll up. Forward. Lift. Lower. and up. Beautiful. Well done, everybody. So just bringing your feet together, place them on the mat. Wiggle around to find your sit bones. We'll run through your genie series here. So when you roll back, straighten the arms, look towards the tummy, and then roll forward and lift up. Breathing out, roll back. Hold, roll forward and up. Two more. Now, holding onto your elbows, roll back and rotate one way, then the other way, then center and up. So that's your genie with the rotation from the waist. So deep abdominal work without any neck strain. Roll, twist, twist, center and up. One more each side. Good, good, center and up. Now, picking your legs up and balancing, holding under your thighs, lift your chest up and straighten the left leg up. Straighten the right leg and hold. That's your teaser position there. Keep your hands under your thighs so you can transition them to your shins and you tap down and lift up. Tap and extend. Tap, breathe out, extend. Tap, extend. Tap, extend. One more each side. Tap, extend. Good, and hold. All right, so this is your teaser position. You can hold your legs together or apart, and then as you start to roll down, roll the arms and the legs down and see if you can come back up. You can hold under your thighs to help you pick up, or staying up. Otherwise, holding on, it's your last big challenge. Lower and down. Lower option, come through bent knees to come up to teaser. Otherwise, 4 more. Good, fantastic. Well, Paul, that's hard to do without your arms. You're doing really well. One more. Now stay at the top, bend your knees and going into rolling like a ball. So looking to your tummy, dropping your shoulders, roll back and up and hold. So you're hovering here. And again, so it's good. You almost don't want to get to the top. And then to get to the top, you've got to just squeeze in a little deeper through your deep core muscles. Good. Keep your knees together. And keep your feet in close towards your hips. That's it, a tight little ball. Now, if you want to add on your rolling over, you go down and then you place your hands on the ground, the legs roll over. You start to roll your spine down, bend your knees, and you come up to balance. Try that again. So roll back, transition the legs into roll over. Roll your spine down, bend your knees, and come up to balance. 2 more. Now, on your last one, see if you can come all the way through and stand on your feet and come up to standing. Good. All right, nice work. So let's finish with some roll downs. So with your feet hip distance apart, pick all 10 toes up and spread your feet out, like ground your feet. We started off releasing your feet. So work evenly through your feet and start to tuck your chin in and roll your spine down, just like you did when we were on the mat. Roll down. Drop the weight at the bottom and try and bring your body more forward. Soft knees and roll back up. When you get to the top, reach the arms overhead and we'll roll down from here. And then rolling up. Good. 1 more. And rolling up. So when you come to the top, lift your heels up. Take your arms wide, and like we started the class, just working through your feet. Up and change. Up. Both knees coming forward. Work through your feet. Good. Hips stay square and level. And 2 and 1. Now all 10 toes spread out, heels down and up. Like you're on a reformer, pressing away from the foot bar and press. You've got your body weight here. Press. Good. Work your feet. Imagine that string from the ceiling lifting you up. Good. And 2 and 1. Hold it up. Hold it up. Good. Good. And then when you lower your heels, lower your hands, just close your eyes for a moment and feel and body sense how you feel after doing the class. So the broadness of your shoulders, the position of your pelvis. So for some of us, for me, I need to drop the tailbone down a little more. The ribs going back as if you're on a wall. Soft knees, not locked knees. And even weight under the heel, the big toe, and the little heel, and the little toe. So when you're ready, just opening your eyes and rolling the shoulders to finish. Thank you, everybody. So it looks like we'll be on Zoom next week also, and then after that, hopefully back in the studio. Thanks for joining me today.